A very warm welcome to Newsfeed on this 12th day of June 2022. You're just in time for the lunchtime news. My name is Dennis Otieno. I trust you're doing well. Welcome to the broadcast. Now on to our top story this afternoon. Two girls from Narok County who scored 368 and 340 marks in the KCPE examinations have finally gotten a sponsor. The girls were stuck at home due to lack of school fees. The girls were enrolled at Othaya Girls and Kilgoris Girls. Speaking from his office while releasing the girls, Narok County Commissioner Isaac Masinde called on Narok leaders and other stakeholders to stand with some of the students who are yet to report to Form 1 for lack of school fees. He advised the two girls to work hard in school and not to allow anyone mislead them into undergoing female genital mutilation. Currently, 96% of learners who sat for the 2021 KCPE examinations in Narok County have reported to secondary schools.
This is a covenant kwamba mmekubali mtasoma, si ndio? Congratulations.
So I volunteered to pay the school fees for this term, but I know our organization will sponsor them up to university.
Yes.
And we promise we will be bringing the report form every end term.
We just want these girls to work hard, to remain focused, so that they make us proud. We want them to make the Maasai community proud. Hii ndio mtakuwa ambassador.
Meanwhile, a section of leaders from Baringo South has called for concerted efforts by all stakeholders to address insecurity issues affecting the area. Led by KANU parliamentary candidate Dr. Richard Moindi, the leaders observed that the area has continued to lag behind in matters such as education and development due to perennial cases of banditry attacks. The leaders further noted that in the past couple of months, at least 26 schools have remained closed as parents and their children vacated their homes to safer areas.
Masomo bila amani haitaendelea. Baringo Kusini tunajua kwamba wakati huu tunapoongea shule 26 zimefungwa. Shule za msingi na shule za upili. Na watoto wetu wamehangaika, wametoka nyumbani. Hata mimi pia nilifurushwa. Ni leo tu baada ya miezi mitatu nimelala nyumbani, lakini kwa ulinzi wa NPR, National Police Reservists, na wengine ambao wanatulinda. Kwa hivyo mambo ya security ya nchi hii inashughulikiwa na taifa kuu ama nchi, viongozi wa national government, na inastahili kwamba kwa sababu sisi tunalipa kodi tushughulikiwe na wakora wa furusho kutoka Baringo Kusini. Wameingia hapa kwetu na kuwaua watu wetu, kuchukua mifugo. Na pia mimi nimekuwa chairman ya security ya area hii, na najua kwamba tulipokadiria wakati mmoja tumepoteza mifugo na mali na watu, na tukadiria ni karibu bilioni 2.
Eastern Regional Commissioner Evans Achoki has faulted River Nzoia bridge contractor for what he termed as lax in his construction work. Speaking while leading a development and coordination committee where he toured several national government projects in Kitui County, Achoki expressed his dissatisfaction with the pace at which the contractor is undertaking the project on the Den of Death Bridge. In December last year, a school bus plunged into the seasonal river, killing 30 passengers on board. According to Achoki, the agreement was that in 3 months, the contractor was to replan his work and start putting up visible structures at the site. The cost of Nzoia Bridge construction stands at a cost of 600 million shillings and kicked off 3 months ago.
This side we are doing excavation so that we can get the...
Ukipewa kazi lazima ufanye bidii, the way the Chinese do, so that we prove that we are also capable. We have expressed our dissatisfaction with the pace at which the contractor is moving. And the contractor has assured us that he will replan his work, and he would be able, in the next 3 months, we should.
Now, as the country gears to the August general election, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission in Taita Taveta County has assured all candidates and electorates a free, fair and transparent election. Speaking during a meeting with Senate Governor and Women Representative candidates at Taita Taveta University, the poll agency officers asked the candidates to cooperate and play their role in promoting peace during this campaign period. However, the candidates raised concerns over the plan set by the Commission for the coming general election.
I did to this very important meeting.
But we know what happened in the last election. By coincidence, there was that question of 54%. Even here in our county, it was there. There are candidates who we know were not very popular, but by coincidence, all of their numbers were 54%, 54%, 54%. And that, I mean, figures don't lie.
Is there a probability that a similar box can be somewhere on the road with a similar serial number, and an accident can take place in between?
As a team, as the head of IEBC Taita Taveta County, I can assure you one thing, that we are fair, we have been fair, and will continue to be fair. We have been transparent, we'll continue to be transparent, and we will be transparent. We have been. We will be facilitative as much as we can. Where you find an issue according to you, I'm just a phone call away. My office is open.
So we will not sit back to check on one of our campaigners trying to bring some sentiments that can provoke emotions of these communities. Tunaelewana? You sell your manifesto, ask for security, the people will decide between me, you, and the other one who has the better manifesto.
Meanwhile, Azimio leaders from Kilifi County have asked the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission EACC to stop any attempt by the Kilifi County government to release 1.1 billion shillings as legal charges for some legal firms offered to the devolved government. Led by ODM Kilifi gubernatorial nominee Gideon Mingaro, the leaders have said that they not only want EACC to question the payments but also stop the processing of the funds, which is allegedly unlawful and corrupt.
Kwa sababu mimi najua huyu anataka kulipwa hizo pesa. Ni wale watu wapaa. Wameiba hii county miaka 10, hata vile wanaenda nyumbani wanataka waibe tena pia ndio waende. Kwa hivyo pesa zisimamishwe zisilipwe mpaka tuchunguze zilikuwa ni pesa za nini. La kwanza, wewe unajua hizo pesa nataka kulipwa mawakili, zaweza weka maji hii Kaloleni yote na Rabai.
Iko tetesi kwamba baadhi ya wale maafisa ambao wanachunguza ufisadi wa Kilifi wamepewa hongo na hawawezi kufanya nini kuwashika wala ufisadi wa Kilifi. Na ufisadi uko wazi wazi. Na hivi tumesikia ate Governor King na serikali yake wametenga bilioni 1.5 kulipa mawakili. Ni kesi hizo zirehendo hano Kilifi ambazo zinastahili kulipwa bilioni.
Now from Kilifi to Taita Taveta, where IEBC has allowed Taita Taveta gubernatorial aspirant Patience Nyange to pick a running mate after Habel Mwago, pick a running mate Habel Mwago after EACC disqualified Dalton Mwagogo for not resigning as a public servant on time. While unveiling her running mate in Taita Taveta, Patience Nyange also launched her campaign, promising to offer job opportunities to the county youth if elected to succeed the incumbent Granton Samboja. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, has so far cleared all 13 gubernatorial candidates in Taita Taveta County, where 2 are women candidates.
You're all aware of the challenge that confronted us a week ago. In particular, the matter of our first Deputy Governor, Mr. Dalton Mwagogo, who is seated on my right hand today, who through the EACC listed as not having resigned from public service and therefore was disqualified to continue the journey with us. This is indeed true. We are not in the business of fabricating documents or uttering falsehood. We cannot run for positions of leadership with using unorthodox means. We call for accountability. Therefore, we must support the courage to demonstrate accountability at the very personal level. So Mr. Dalton is here with us. He's not running, but remains a committed member of our team. As I had previously stated, he's an accomplished servant of the people, a qualified, experienced, and respected accountant with impeccable credentials who has led and transformed private and public institutions in designing, developing, and implementing financial strategies and with growth plans. He remains our nominee for finance docket and will be tasked to ensure that all investments, assets, financial resources deployed into this great county, Taita Taveta, are prudently managed and applied for the intended purpose. As I said before, governance is one of the pillars of our manifesto. Nothing will be left to chance when it comes to addressing corruption and mismanagement, which we shall all do with purpose and aggression.
I want to thank you for nominating me as your running mate and designated DSG and County Executive Member for Devolution and Administration. This is a realization of the kind of...
Meanwhile, Trans Nzoia Agriculture CEC Mary Nzomo has said farmers might incur losses this time round during this season due to pest invasion that is being experienced in the region. A number of counties from the Rift region and some parts of Western have experienced pest invasion for the last 3 months, with farmers calling on the government intervention in combating the situation. In addition, the CEC, together with other stakeholders, have called on farmers to ensure their crops against such eventualities. The leaders were speaking during an MOU signing between the county government of Trans Nzoia and Apollo Agriculture.
Is need to worry because kuna wakulima wamepanda nyuma, na when the crop is very young, the damage is adverse. So tunaambia wakulima as soon as wakiona tu mdudu ama dalili ya mdudu wakuje. Sisi tumejaribu juu chini kupitia partnership with the national government kuleta madawa, na hata kupitia department pia tuko na mpango wa kuleta more chemicals. So saa hii pia chemicals bado ziko na tunaendelea kupea wakulima.
Kama Apollo kuna ile bima ambayo tunafanya nayo inaitwa Area Yield Index, na tunashirikiana na kampuni kama Pula na APA. Kila agroecological zone ni sehemu ambayo iko na tunasema uniform weather condition. Kama Trans Nzoia tuko na agroecological zone 3, na kila agroecological zone iko na area production record ile imewekwa. So kwa mfano tuseme kwa agroecological zone nikiangalia kama Kirinyaga tuko na agroecological zone inaitwa number 30. So kwa ile hectare tunasema mkulima anafaa kutoa 10 tons. Yeah. Wakati tunafanya crop cut, tukienda tupate kwamba mkulima alitoa kama 8 tons kwa hectare moja, inamaanisha ya kwamba alipoteza 20% ya ile mazao alifaa kuvuna. So sisi kama Apollo vile tunafanya, ile 20% pia inakuwa reduced kwa package price. Kama mkulima alifaa kulipa 20,000, inakuwa minus 20% ya.
Elsewhere, the Meru University of Science and Technology has begun a research on camels and camel products. The research, that has been supported by the international partners, aims to highlight the health benefits that are found in camel milk with an end goal of increasing food security in the area. The research also seeks to look into the effects of different feeds to camel milk production. The researchers say there has been a lot of progress made as far as getting to know the difference in camels that access enough water and milk and those that don't.
The research that we are doing is on camel milk and camel meat, and we are trying to find out whether if we supplement the feed that the camels are eating in the field with a formulated ration, the animals can survive and also become more productive. And this is because camels are good, they are resilient, but sometimes they are affected so much by the drought. And when feeds are scarce, that is when we have inter-community crashes, because they are let out to graze in the field because of lack of alternative. So we want to find out whether if we can supply this formulated ration, this can reduce the crashes because the camels will be having the feed at least to maintain them for the time that there's drought and survive awaiting the rains and when.
Kirinyaga University students have protested the increased cases of criminal activities at Kutu's area that has led to the death and raping of several students. According to the students, in the last 2 weeks alone, 2 students have been murdered while 1 was raped and their belongings stolen. David Karogo, a student at the institution, says the criminals have been waylaying them in the evening on their way from evening classes, where some end up being stabbed while others are hit by crude weapons. The students claim that efforts to engage area police on the matter has not borne any fruits since the police have been engaging in blame games. The students now want the Inspector General of Police to intervene in the matter and have the security of the area beefed up.
Nyundo, nakwambia kama uleti simu, laptop, tunakuwa sahi. So wewe unapeana na ukienda kuripoti, polisi wanatuitisha pesa mingi sana. Hadi kama wanataka kukutafutia simu, lazima uwape 10k. Unashindwa, utapeana 10k si afadhali uende ununue simu.
Kwa tukiripoti case mingi za insecurity, juzi we've lost one of our comrades. Ama ni aje? Yeah. We have lost one of our comrades and we are so much sad about it. Losing a comrade is not easy. It is not easy at all. Juzi, there was another reported case of rape. A student was raped and another one was an attempted rape. So the issue of insecurity around the university is so rampant, and we want to appeal to the relevant sources, the government or the security that is concerned around the school, that as a student, we want our security and the security of the students.
Meanwhile, Public Service Commission PSC has commended the public officers on the role they play in delivering of the government projects, adding that as a commission, they are citizen-centric and they want to see the entire public enjoy the public services. Speaking at Thiba Dam in Kirinyaga County during a visit to the government projects accompanied by the team from Presidential Delivery Unit PDU, Commissioner Mary Mwainda and Andrew Ndambere said that they are visiting various projects to see how they were done and ways of making delivery better.
The project is complete. As you can see from behind you there, we have already started impounding water. We are at about 7 million cubic meters of water. The dam capacity is 15 million. So we have 8 million cubic of water to go. So the dam is complete. From down the spillway, I can already see, not the spillway, the outlet gates. I have seen water being released into the ecosystem for the farmers to use. So the dam is already in use.
The Public Service Commission, particularly where we sit now, we are citizen-centric in approach. And what brings smiles to our faces is to see that the work done here already is going to bring that smile to the citizen.
Like the Secretary has said, it is a whole government approach. And we had a lot of support from all the agencies that were involved, and that's why we were able to deliver this project on time. So I want to thank everyone else that we brought on board, the support that you gave us, and MDS and SAGAS that enabled us to deliver this project.
The people of Moya are going to be smiling because they have the water to be able to do their irrigation. You've already heard from PDU that we are not only doubling, I think it's almost tripling the issues of the acreage and rice irrigation. And
now, from the inspection of the Thiba Dam in Kirinyaga County, it's time to get to the sports news. Now,